Yes.
Hello, Mr. A.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to be sure that I'm in.
You're in, but change your this thing now to user now.
Change it to user. Okay.
It's a user now. I saw user there.
You change it to your name now, so that we can know you when you are talking.
Okay.
Change your
Was
name.
it user that is coming up?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know. My participants, I think put a reminder on the chat room, please.
There was a reminder. Adekunle sent a reminder of recent.
No, I'm talking to the CILT chat room, anyone that anybody belongs to.
CILT Ned. Why is it showing me as Ned? Adekunle.
I hope you did not join
not me now.
No?
I hope you did not join through the
What
YouTube.
link are you using? It should show my name.
No, you need to change it. It's your setting. When you're coming, they ask you to see if you could set it. You could edit it, sir.
And I'm using my laptop. Maybe I will use my phone. After I'm not going to say anything. Let me use my phone. Maybe on the phone it will be my name. I hope it will be different.
Well, Prof, it's showing your name here. If I look at my screen, I can see your name. AP Dr.
No, my name is
Yekim
showing. My name is showing now. I've changed it.
Okay.
Are you using your phone?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes, I am.
Well done. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank God. It's almost, good afternoon. It's almost time. We thank God. So I can see Ade is there. Dr. Ekin is there.
Let me change this.
Okay. I want us to start on time. We keep to time. We'll just give everybody maybe 5 minutes grace before we start. 5 or 10 minutes. 10 minutes tops. Because most people went to church today, and all that. So give them time to get home. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone on the call. It's exactly 3 p.m. Just to inform us that we'll be giving 10 minutes grace maximum to allow more people to join. We're just 23 on the call now, but just to inform us.
Good afternoon, all. Can somebody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
We all heard you.
Can somebody hear me?
Yes,
Loud and clear, please.
We can hear you.
Okay, good. I'm here.
So we'll be having a 10 minutes grace to allow more people to join. So we'll be starting at exactly 3:10 p.m.
It's 500.
Yes.
Hey.
You must have written.
There is sectional fellowship.
That's on the queue. So our present value of minimum distance. What it says is in the question.
Please, can somebody share the agenda, please?
You have answered the question.
Mr. Can share the agenda.
Yeah, we are giving 3 rates. Let's go back.
So if you can hear me, everyone, we'll be starting at exactly 3:10 p.m. Just as I've mentioned before. Minutes past the hour of 3. Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to this special presidential candidates interactive session. We'll be starting right away, but just before we start, let me just roll out what we plan to do today. We're going to be starting with an opening remarks, and that will be taken by Professor Yekini Salau, after which we'll have the presidential candidates, the two of them, to introduce themselves. And let me just state that for the presidential candidates, if you have anything you would like to show to us, you've been allowed to share your screen when it is time for you to make your presentation. So immediately after the introductions, we will go straight into the presentations of what you have for us. And then after that, there will be an interactive session where we will have question and answers based on what you have presented to us. And immediately after that will be the closing remarks. So right now, I'll call on Professor Yekini Salau to give us the opening remarks as we start. Professor, over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone, and you are all welcome. My name is Yekini Ojenya Salau, and I'm delighted to stand in as the chairman for this event. That is the 2025 National Council election, which is titled Special Presidential Candidate Webinar, the Leadership Vision for the Future of the CILT Nigeria. I wish to recognize the national president of this noble institute, the CILT Nigeria, in person of Barrister Mrs. Mfo Usoro, fellow FCILT, and the National Executive Council member. Also hereby recognized is the chairperson of the Electoral Committee, Mrs. Rekia Nnekanu, FCILT, whom I'm standing in for as a co-chairman, and other members of the committee that thought it fit to organize this webinar. The presidential candidates, Captain Dr. Anthony Onahorigo and Dr. Boboye Olayemi Oyeyemi, who are both chartered fellows of the institute, and other dignitaries here present and members of the institute, are hereby welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to witness the presentation of manifesto from our candidate for the position of the national president, where they will share their vision for the future of the CILT Nigeria. These manifestos are not just promises, but blueprints outlining the positive changes and action they plan to bring if elected. As we listen to each candidate, let us remain engaged and thoughtful, considering how their proposals align with our collective goals and aspirations. Your participation is crucial, for it is through our shared commitment that we can drive the institute forward into a new era of leadership and innovation. Today and this afternoon, each candidate is expected to have 10 to 20 minutes to present their manifesto, after which we will have a short question and answer session. Encourage everyone to listen attentively and prepare your question to engage with the candidate respectfully and make an informed decision in the upcoming election. The question might come in the form of raising up your hands and being called upon, or sending them into this webinar's chat room. Mr. Jafar Bello will introduce the presidential candidate to be invited to present their manifesto, while Engineer Richard Akimbile will anchor the question and answer session. Both candidates and their supporters must adhere to code of conduct and take precautions during and after the electoral process to ensure it is peaceful and fair. This includes avoiding violence, disinformation, and any action that could undermine the integrity of the election. To discourage violence, you must ensure that you do not issue statements that incite hatred, and you should commit to peaceful and respectful dialogue throughout the campaign. Reject hate speech and disinformation. Candidates must refrain from character assassination, name calling, and spreading fake news and hate speech, as this can escalate tension and have legal consequences. On the part of the Electoral Committee, members have pledged to provide a free, fair, and credible elections so that the outcome will not only be accepted, but also produce a peaceful, progressive institute. Let's begin with our first presenter based on the agenda of the program. Mr. Jafar, you have the floor to introduce them, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Just before Mr. Jafar comes, Just from housekeeping, we noticed that some people joined with their devices without names. Please, if you are such, please provide your name your devices properly. Some don't have at all. Some have the names of like iPhone, Samsung, these. Please put your name so that we can properly identify you. Thank you very much. And then if you are not speaking at any point in time, please do well to mute your microphone. And if you need to speak at the right time, please, you will raise up your hand, and then you can also make use of the chat room. Thank you very much, Mr. Jafar.
Thank you very much, moderator. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. We are delighted to welcome you to this very special and interesting program, a special presidential candidate interactive session. As the Prof Bradley said, I didn't need to dwell on what he said. We just go straight to the point. I'm just here to introduce the two presidential candidates who are vying for the national position of the CILT in Nigeria. The first person I'll introduce in no order is Captain Anthony Onahiro. Sir, can you hear me? Are you on the call? Captain, are you there?
Yeah, I am here.
Okay, we're glad to have you today.
I'm here.
All right, thank you. The next candidate is Dr. Boboye Oyemi. Doctor, can you hear me too?
I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. We're glad to have you today. With these few remarks, I would like to introduce the candidates as already mentioned, and welcome everyone. I'm looking forward for a very insightful and highly interactive session today. The moderator, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right away, we'll go into what we have for the day. If you are not speaking, please mute your microphone. So this is basically to interact with the two presidential candidates that we have. We're going to be giving you 15 minutes each to make your presentation. Tell us all that you have, what you want to do, the plans, your manifestos, all that you want us to do in 15 minutes. After which, there will be that interaction of question and answers. If you do have a presentation slide, please let us know, and then you can just go ahead and share your screen, and then we've made that opportunity for you to be able to share your screens. So I'll call on Dr. Captain Onaru Anthony to go ahead with your presentation. 15 minutes. Captain Tony.
I'm here. Richard, good
Please go ahead, sir.
We are taking time to pronounce my son. Anyway, it's Onaharigo. Onaharigo. Thank you. My time starts now.
I apologize for that.
Okay, good. Good afternoon, my national president and our ESCO. Good afternoon, my fellows, my members, my distinguished guests, and all members that dedicated their time to stand on this mission to deliver the CIT in Nigeria from our present state. I am humbled and honored to stand before you today, not as an outsider, but as a committed member who has worked in the journey with you for many years. I have been in the trenches at the branches level in Warri, attending most AGM, witnessing both our triumphs and challenges for the past 20 years. My name, like they said, is Dr. Captain Anthony Onaharigo, a PhD and a fellow of CIT. I am here to share my vision for the new area to our great institute and to define which as an era defined by transparency, progress, and return to our core purpose, serving and their members. My mission is embedded into an actuariable 8 points agenda that will serve as our guiding light for my presidency. My core action plan is as follows: securing MBT accreditations for CIT courses. I will restart the accreditation of NBTO process of CIT, which already started processing. This will give our course the necessary recognition in academic environment, locally and internationally. We will refurbish the CIT office and training center, and also create the training center in Nigeria. A professional body like CIT deserves a permanent and well-equipped national secretary. We will first refurbish the old secretariat, while we will be looking for permanent site, which will be established as a central hub for professional development, digitization and transformation and modernization of this institute. We will implement technology that will structure our operation in CIT secretariats and networking the system for able to have access to most of our information personally by clicking the computer details arrive. Professional development and youth empowerment, both youth and WILAT. We must first of all invest in the next generation by focusing on equipment, on equipping our programs from academy to create new opportunity for growing professionals and provide them with the support they needed. Empowerment of regional chapter and resource autonomous. The strength of CIT lies in the branches. We will decentralize the resources and empower our regional chapters, branches within the country with financial and administrative autonomous. We will work with all branches, stakeholders, committees, and all modes, railroad, etc., aviation. Foster togetherness and inclusiveness and stronger together partnership. We will, for the unity and inclusion that will restore the CIT Nigeria territorial integrity by bringing foundation members back to the field. Because there are a lot of foundation members that are there that are not that got angry one way or the other and they left the institute. We will try as much as I to reach them to come back. Robust membership welfare plan. I will look at improve the benefit and support system for all CIT members by ensuring that your dedication to the institute is met with tangible return. We will go beyond professional development. Cultivating global outlook and alliance. I will position CIT Nigeria as a key player in global logistics and transport section through strategic alliance and partnership. We unblock the international opportunities and are a member to bring a global best practice. I will still go further before I will start major discussing. I will talk, I still have time, so I will talk more. I want to first of all read my so that it doesn't look like what happened last time. Alternative funding, of course, you know that we depend mostly on subscription from members, and maybe asking people to give us one thing or the other. But this time around, I've just developed a system that I want to use. Of course, I've done this thing before. I was the president of Nigeria Institute of Shipping, and I did that in the shipping type. And I left a lot of money from there because I applied different funding system. We adopted it. I'm not new to this system. I've worked with Chipre, I've worked with many other persons. I've been around this period too, so I know I can do this. You see, the public-private partnership. I will leverage on my extensive network in the private sector to partner with us. I have been in the industry for so many years. I've been in many companies and many maritime companies, even logistics, Shell and everything. We have people there who has money. They will come and they will make partner with them by giving them some relationship pattern. Consultancy service. We will use our collective expert for our members to offer high-level consultation because we have people there which can help us do small consulting services render some specialized training and the specialized certification, and then we will get some money from there. Specialization certificate program, we develop a new high demand certificate program that will attract professionalism from alien industries, such as short certificate program in the industry. We know many of them, many of the private personal branches are always wanted to run a private courses, but we didn't get empowered. So we are going to develop some few courses like shipbroking practice, logistics operations. We also things we can do. Maybe 3 months and 4 months courses certified. Strategic events and the conferences. We also organize a high-profile revenue-generated event that will attract both members and non-members, such as fellows night and award fellow night to the high personalities. This we know. I know very well that when Jibril was there, at my time, I can talk of when I'm there. Jibril was organizing fellow night. With all respect to him, and we know we give people award. That night, all the fellows will come together and they will sit down together and eventually drink together and they award some fellows. I know we awarded to the MD of a fan here some time ago. The membership development and the growth. We will grow our membership by demonstrating value, our strategy and our strategies, tailored program, and engaging past and agreed members. There are many agreed members that are there today that they have not been able to come back because of one reason or the other. I personally felt we will call them when the time comes, we'll talk to them, and they will ask them to come. We will beg them because this is our institute. We have to be there. We have to be there together. Stronger together, we will be able to achieve. And so there are many other ways to generate funds. We also have to encourage the training providers, which I am one. Training provider has so many challenges. I stopped training because I couldn't pay the dollar, the pound sterling equivalent. We encourage them so that they can continue to produce people for us. And we're not paying naira. We argue that with whoever that is there in national, we pay in naira, not in pound sterling. Yeah. We also move from school to school to recruit members, young members from universities around here. Delta State has about 3 universities, and even the one at Sabah is offering logistics and transport course. Many of them are offering a society university. These people, they are supposed to be part of us. So if we go there and we recruit them, we used to go to places to advocate for next generation some time ago. I have a school that I've trained people. What have I done for CIT? I trained students. I was a mentor to new generation. I trained most of them, and that was the time of Jafaru. I helped them. I even paid some school fees. And these are things that they need to announce. I'm also with the Willard. The Willard ceremony, all the period Willard have been this ceremony from the day one. I am always there with the Willard. I have also contributed for almost most of their AGM and most of their meetings, conferences. I attend and I contribute. But I also travel sometimes to many places, when we go for AGM, when I meet people that are stranded in the AGM with money, I give money when I go to the I can count 1 or 2, 3, but who are stranded in terms of dollars and all that. So I have decided to use my personal contact and connection. This election is not a do or die affair. I just want to try my best. I know that definitely, Captain Tony, you are a captain of a ship. Normally in the ship, you run against the storm. But if you run against the storm, you will definitely have to go face the storm. You face the storm head on. If you give your side to the storm, the ship will capsize and everybody will die. But if at this stage, I'm going to give my bow of my ship to the storm, I will navigate the wave. I will navigate the storm to the end. If I sink on the process, God forbid, I will put all my crew in a speedboat or in a life raft and take them ashore. Nothing will happen to anybody. I also appeal to the people that are campaigning for me. I don't want any violence because nobody knows tomorrow. Tomorrow is better than today. Power belongs to God. Some people will get power, they can't even use it. Some people don't even use it and they have power. I'm a practical man. I don't believe mostly on theory. I do practical, I drive ship. But unfortunately, I went to school to get a PhD. That is why I'm here today. If not, I'm supposed to be on the sea as a seaman. And we see men, we don't care. We live life the way we see it. We live life for a day because we don't know we are going to come tomorrow. I want everybody to be calm, be cool, don't make trouble, don't write hatred, don't lie to people. Somebody wrote to me that I was in CILT. The blood of CIT is in my body. I can never go to CILT except after this election, if things went well. All the people that are in CILT, most of them are my friends. And so I am happy to be part of these people. Touching small, I've been international arena. I was the deputy registrar of Liberia flag. And I work with Liberia government in Africa. And I make some ships, I register ships, interclass of flag. I'm also an arrow to Nimasa. Nimasa people are here. Funarina is an arrow to Nimasa. Let me talk a little bit because I'm already done with my presentation. Nimasa, they know that my class is on the best. And I also have a school that train people, both for CIT programs, both for MBT. I have MBT approval for many. So with all this, I think I'm the best person for this job. This job is a job that God to serve. Whatever happens, I will take it to good faith. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Most grateful. So at this point in time, I would like to encourage or demonstrate to us, if you still can see my screen for everyone that have not changed their names, I put that in the chat box. If you go and display the list of participants, go to your particular name. You can see where my arrow is right now, and then click on the button on the right. You will see rename. Please click on rename and name yourself properly, your device with your real name, so we can identify you in case you need to talk. And again, it's good that we know ourselves. Thank you very much. So at this point in time, permit me to, okay, so I'll be sharing the screen for him as he wants. So I call on our next presenter. That's Dr. Boboye Oyeyemi, to make his presentation to us in 50 minutes. Dr. Boboye, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon. Can you hear me, please, Mr. Moderator?
Loud and clear, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, the moderator, and good afternoon, the president and other distinguished members of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport that are online and monitoring the program. My name is Boboye Oyeyemi. I'm a PhD holder. I retired about 3 years ago as the commercial of the Federal Road Safety Corps, and I put in about 40 years in public service, ending with 2 national honors, officer of the Order of the Federal Republic, and I'm a member of the National Institute. And I also have the Presidential Award of the National Productivity Order of Merit. And I'm a fellow of the Institute, and I belong to other 22 professional bodies over the years. I thank the Electoral Committee for clearing me to be contesting for the position of the president. I will go through my slides since I have 15 minutes. And the first thing I want to talk about is that I stand for a CILT in Nigeria that is professionally stronger and more visible, more inclusive, and practically indispensable to employers and public policy, drawing on a lifetime of service in transport leadership of 40 years, out of which 35 years was in the road sector and the institutional building, capacity building. And I offer a result-driven agenda to grow membership. We need to improve on our membership, align the road transport sector with the Institute, and secure broad employer recognition for CILT qualifications. These are very critical. Can you move to the next slide, please, because I have only 15 minutes. My mission, can you move to the next slide, please? My mission for this presidency is to transform the CILT in Nigeria into the preferred professional home for logistics and transport by practitioners. 1, how? You grow and diversify membership and making CILT qualification the benchmark, employers' prize, strengthening institutional systems, deepening partnerships, and especially access to road transport, and projecting Nigerian leadership within CILT International and Africa. And my guiding principle is to the right on the slide in terms of professionalism, the practical impact, inclusivity, the transparency and accountability, partnership. Can you move to the next slide, please? Then the strategic pillars and commitments. Number one, please move to the next slide. That's to do with membership growth and sector alignment. Especially, we look at the issue of the road transport focus to increase the individual membership by 60% and corporate membership. We, especially the public sector, we don't have enough members. So with my experience in my life, I've been spent in the public sector. We strive as a team, teamwork, team spirit, and grow the public sector, and also align with the private sector that have been doing well with the CILT. Then also we established the Road Transport Sector Council. We launched Road Transport Membership Pathway. We deliver group membership packages. We deploy a branch mobilization campaign. Like I said last week, we make sure that the branches, the state chapters, they are independent. They'll be able to organize programs, workshops, seminars, even conferences, so that every month there must be a news item on CILT, and that we must raise this level that the government will know that the professionals are talking. Like all these crashes, we are looking at the boat capsizing, the rail and the derailment, the train accident. CILT should be a voice that people must expect to make a statement, and that we liaise the appropriate government instruments and get things done. Next slide, please. My second strategic pillar and commitment has to do with employers and recognition and qualification value. Go to the next slide, please. And to achieve this goal is to have achieve formal employer recognition, like I said much earlier on. And what are the key commitments? What are the key commitments? We have to, the key commitment is to implement a curriculum modernization program, scale the MPDP, that strengthen trainers, introduce micro-credentials, and also develop a mentorship and apprenticeship framework. And because now we have the fellows. If I'm privileged to lead the institute, we set up the board of fellows like other professional bodies. Board of fellows will be meeting. We introduce induction programs. Before you get your certificate, you must have attended the induction program. So you come in on board, haven't been trained, been guided on what the CILT is all about. Can we move to the next slide? On the fourth strategic pillar, that is digital transformation and member services. Move to the next slide, please. The goal in that one is to deliver a modern member portal with streamlined payments, providing learning. And that one is to have a digital database. What do I mean by that? Once somebody says a member, you ask for his membership number. Once you log on to the site and you log in his number, then automatically, if he's a member, his details must come out. I became a fellow in 2011. I became a member through London from the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport in London. I became a member in 1999 when CILT was a CIT in London. It was then Chartered Institute of Transport. So today, if you still want to know, you just Google and you get all the details. So with this, we'll be able to, some people calling themselves members, we'll be able to weed them out. So what are the immediate actions there? The council will look into the approval for portal funding. We work on this, and the KPI and the portal adoption rate, online payment transactions. We need to improve this. Next slide, please, on the strategic pillars. That has to do with the governance, transparency, and financial sustainability. The goal of this is to strengthen institutional governance, diversify revenue streams, and ensure financial sustainability. I believe we must do this. We must publish annual member-focused performance reports. We must introduce income diversification. Let me be frank with every one of you, with due respect. The dues we are paying cannot run the institute. We need to diversify. These dues cannot run the institute. We need to look for alternative sources of funding. We must approach the private sector, our key members who owns the haulage business and key logistic businesses. They must please come over to support us. We deal with the corporate partnership so that we can get funds. CILT is an expensive program to run. This month annual revenue, and not all the members are paying. We have to see how we can run it. All these things requires Naira and Kobo. What are the immediate actions? We must launch a revenue growth task force And the KPI there is the last one, 0% of non-dues revenue. Number of corporate partnerships. So we introduced these diamond, gold, silver, bronze, corporate memberships. Those who are funding us, we introduce them and we give them the appropriate respect they deserve. Then pillar 6, international and regional leadership. Excuse me, please. The goal of this is to enhance Nigeria's leadership role in CILT, Africa, and CILT international programs. At least we should be able to host one regional CILT events or working group in Nigeria. Some of these programs we are all going to form. We should also have some in Nigeria. We should be able to have some of these programs in Nigeria. And that means we must work as a team, strengthen CILT in Nigeria, attend conferences, and make sure that our voice is heard at that level. So what are the immediate actions? We prepare a proposal to host a focused African transport policy roundtable during the next national conference. We see how we can do this. We also bid for some of these things. Next slide. This one has to do, that is pillar 7, championing women in logistics and transport empowerment. These are women, the beautiful women. And I'm committed to promote gender inclusivity. The chairman of WILAT is a member of the council. So we sit down with WILAT and see what are the other areas WILAT will also come on board. And before you can be a member of WILAT, you must have been a member of CILT. It is the visa of CILT that gives you membership of WILAT. So, and we work closer. WILAT and CILT, we work closer to ensure that we have the same goal, we have the same direction, not working in the opposite direction on this. And let me go to my last quote there. When women thrive, our profession prospers. And by empowering women in logistics and transport, we will unlock innovations, inclusivity, and sustainable growth for CILT Nigerians. Then let's go to the next slide. That's the implementation roadmap. It's stated there what we ceteris paribus, when everything works well, what we intend to do within the first 3 months, within the week, month 4 to 6, within the 7 to 12. And this can only be achieved by the support of all members. Then we finally go to the issue of monitoring and evaluation. We have the monthly dashboard by Secretariat, quarterly public scorecards to members. We make sure the website is more very active, effective, and the annual independent audit of program outcomes, and the members' feedback. We must encourage members to provide input. A tree cannot make a forest. Members must drive this institute. Members must guide the council, they guide the president, provide input on what Boboye must do in respect of this. And what I ask from you this afternoon, endorse this program and join this movement to professionalize logistics and transport across Nigeria. Let's encourage public sector to be part, to be more involved in CILT activities. And one area which we also have to do is the issue of legislative backing of the CILT. Presently, there is legal backing. CILT is registered with Corporate Affairs Commission since 1957. That is by limited guarantee. We don't have legislative backing. I commend all the efforts made, but we couldn't get to the promised land. But I said, let's have Project 2027 before the end of this administration, this presidential administration, the first tenure. Between now and 2027, when I say we, all members of the institute must work as a broom and see how we can have the legislative backing. With that legislative backing, this issue of employer partnership program, everything that is talking about the certifications, if you don't have legislative backing, you go to employers, you are talking about your certificate, they would ask you for the law. The first thing they will ask you is that where is the legislative backing? Where is your law? We don't have. Gentlemen, please, this is the first plank of my project, legislative backing. We must all team up together. We must bring out the funding to ensure that we run all this, the National Assembly, to get all these things done. Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, we get their support so that within the next 2 years, we have that. If that is the first thing we can achieve, then we are through. Every other thing will fall in like pack of cards. But with that legislative backing, all these certifications we are talking about is a nullity. Employers will not listen to us. Then fellows and senior members, we have to lend your mentorship and that expertise to shape the future of the generation. Like I said, we're going to have the board of fellows that will be meeting annually, and induction programs will come up. And on closing notes, so far so good. I've been involved in the CILT. When I was commercial, I enrolled 1,400 officers. I called for a partnership with CILT in 2015, 2016. During our training programs for the cadets, I enrolled 1,400 members for those period. And I don't know what happened that CILT couldn't sustain this. But with this, again, I haven't been the chief executive for 8 years. And all those who are there now are the people that I mentored. We go back to the drawing board so that we get all the professionals, including the VIOs. We approach it for farming staff to also ensure that their school, the School of Logistics, then the School of Transport at Benin, and also not only for farming staff, Navy, Air Force, they all have logistics arms, so that all of them, they are members of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. And I believe that my life's work has been to make the system safer, institutions stronger, and people better equipped to serve. And if I'm entrusted as your national president, I will lead with integrity, with clarity, a relentless focus on delivery. Together, we, CILT members, who will grow CILT Nigeria into the professional powerhouse our members, employers, and nation expect. I believe we can do it. Not I, we, all of us who are members of CILT, we can do it. We need funding, we need support, we need team spirit, we need teamwork, we need integrity, we need honesty, we need ideas, we need feedback mechanism to drive this. A tree cannot make a forest. The over 1,000 members of CILT needs to come together and let us drive all this together. I thank you, Mr. Moderator. Thank you for giving me this time. May God bless you, and may God bless CILT. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for listening. So it's time now for us to have questions and answers and interact with the two candidates who have presented their manifestos and action plans to us. So please do well to raise your hand, and please note, if your device has not been renamed and you raise up your hand and I see Samsung or iPhone, you will not be called, please. If you know you have questions, please rename your device so that we can identify you properly. I see your hand on, Dr. Bachirambi. Please go ahead with your question. Your network seems not to be good. I can't hear you.
Council members, CILT Nigeria. Hello.
Please go ahead now. Please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate all the candidates. I appreciate all the candidates. Yes, I appreciate all the candidates' presentation, both the first and the second. I have just two remarks. First, I would like to ask the Anthony, Captain. Captain, in the course of your explanation, you said that Delta State has 3 universities. And if voted into power, you will ensure that transport courses are taught in that university. To me, personally, I think since it is CILT, Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport Nigeria, I would have expected you to, make it round that you will ensure that all accredited universities in Nigeria that are relevant are taught transport courses, not restricting it to Delta, please. That's number one, my observation. Then number two, sir, you said CILT is in your blood and you don't intend to leave CILT unless otherwise, maybe after this election. Sir, I don't expect that, remarks from you, no matter how you are a captain. You will ensure that crew and other members' lives are safe. I expect you to remain with this esteemed institute no matter how. Things will be good. These are my two observations. Then coming back to the second speaker, second presidential candidate, Dr. Boboe, yes, I equally appreciate your presentation as well. I would like to request, Dr. Boboe, you talk about this issue of annual dues, that it is not enough. Yes, it's not enough. But sir, considering the economic hardship in the country, is there any other
annual what, please? Annual what, please?
Annual dues, membership dues, membership due.
I heard you now. I heard you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Is there anything, if voted into power, you will do to other members that are financially incapable? These are my two observations. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your comments and your questions. So I don't know, Captain Tony, do you want to make any comments on the observations? I guess they are observations, but just in case you want to make some comments.
Bashir, I have to be honest to you. I don't want to say what I cannot do. Like I said, I'm a seaman. We seamen don't lie. We don't talk lies. We live life gently. I can only say what I'm capable and knock my chest. But there are other possibilities that other universities can be included. But in my state, I'm a politician. I'm a private public servant. I never work. In fact, let me put it this way. I'm a private businessman. And I'm also a politician. I know I can influence my governor to introduce those programs there and there. I was the chairman of the exam council of Federal University of Technology, the Federal University of Maritime. Sorry, I stammered also. Maritime. I was the chairman of the exam council. And you can go and ask. I can influence my state, but I will still try my best to talk about align the courses to be run in those universities that are other apart from the one of Delta State. But normally you talk about what you can do with your influence. That is one. Like I mentioned before, the observation. This thing, this CIT stuff is too much to think towards government funding. I said this before, my first interview. As a businessman, you don't think about talking to people to beg money. You work for the money. There are companies that I can approach. Like I said, I'm into survey and certification, and most people know me in the industry. There's no oil company that don't know me. I cannot enter. We can get money from those places. Coming to the leverage living institute. Yes, well, somebody wrote on the platform. Maybe you don't watch it. I try my best not to control myself for the period. I have been having a lot of intimidation, a lot of harassment, a lot of people talking whatever they like. But I believe in one direction. Once I plot my course, I don't look back. Somebody posted in that platform. I know somebody posted, I don't know. And they attached me to it. I don't even know the person. I don't have a number till now. I don't know why that should happen to somebody like me who has put enough time in this institute. I feel so bad why I will come out to contest. I sleep in my house and I think, why did you even get involved? So I'm not happy with that. And again, a man that know me very well, I will call his name here. Call his name because I'm really upset. This is the only thing I can say it. Gidado has been my friend. That is a board of my school. That we finished on the same photo. That went to say that I was in CILT, and because I want to contest, somebody can't me. That is a lie. And I replied him, and I said, look, you will prove this after the election. And this is why I made that statement. If I'm highly intimidated more than this level, and there's no fairness in the whole thing, I think I would throw it away because I don't see any reason why I should kill myself for a job. And there's no payment. I will take your time and all of that. I have people in the presidency. I'm very close to the president. I'm an APC member. I can go back to my policies and stay there. That's why I made that statement. If I'm intimidated more than this level, I tell my members, tell them, gentlemen, I'm not going again. I let them carry off. The election should be fair And like I said, not to intimidate people, not to harass people, not to abuse people. And that's what they're doing. This I've done election in NIS. We did it, and everybody shake. What the money I left NIS, you can ask people that work with. Then I left a lot of money there. I took this business to NIS, and we left so much money. If I approach anybody in Nigeria that I was the head of Uruba, I say, oh, for 6 years, there's nobody I can approach in Nigeria that will not give me an listening ear and to help this institute. I can knock my chest. I can get a new structure for you people just like this without wasting time. So I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I regretted joining this race because it's making me to lose personality. People who are not supposed to be insulting me because of this. So if you go beyond this, I think I will throw into away and they just walk out and go and sleep in my house and first place politics. That's why I'm
thank you, Captain Tony. I think you have answered it. All right. So I come to you, Dr. Boboye. Dr. Boboye.
Yeah, well, I said that I spoke on the annual dues. Members must be ready to make more commitments. And I repeat my statement. The current annual dues cannot run the secretariats. Let's be committed to this institute. And I said, with this, we seek for corporate supports. We look for corporate organizations that will be able to support us, and we categorize them into diamond category, gold category, silver category, bronze category, so that all the CILT members who have the big haulage companies, all the CILT members who are working at all this private sector, transport and logistics, we approach them help to us. And because presently the government is broke. You go to any agency and they'll tell you they've not received overhead for four months. You can't get it. And the membership drive, we should be able to, and we also have to activate some programs that will be able to generate funds for us. All these things we have listed, we need funds to drive them. We want to host international conference, gentlemen and ladies. We must have the fund. We must have good sponsorship. We must have some corporate organizations that can be supporting us. And on the issue of our members who cannot pay for their dues or maybe for conferences, the council will look into the issue of our welfare scheme that maybe rebates can be given to such categories of people. And like I said in my presentation again, all these schools, institutions that are offering logistics and transport, from Lagos State University to Federal University of Transportation, Daura to Futo to Weri, and even the FRSC has the academy where they offer transport courses. We have them all over Olabisi Onabanjo University. We have MOU with the school so that from the word go, the student membership enrollment will increase. Once you join, once you come in, then we also make sure that there's some universities already if you look at adverts, they will tell you the professional grade. If you have that, it's an added advantage. We also raise the bar for CILT so that we can also use that to get some level of funding. When you have a large student membership, they will give them rebates. At least they will pay something. I belong to 22 professional bodies. I started some of them as student members, and I grew to become fellows in all this. And that is where the experience lies. So we just need to, you agree with me, the dues we are paying, even though it is small, but people must be ready to be committed. We must, what I will do is what I will say. I will plead with members to let us just have a small increase in the annual dues so that the secretariat can function properly, can have some programs done. We need to grow the branches, grow the chapters. We need to make a difference, gentlemen. Please support me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we have the hand of HOA Abilawan Oluremi. So please go ahead with your question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moderator.
I'm fire brimstone.
Okay, thank you, sir, the moderator. Thank you, distinguished CILT professionals, and thank you for the opportunity to also speak. Also, I also want to respectfully appreciate the two leading presidential candidates for the highest office of CILT. I actually listened to both presentations, and I need to make this comment that at this point, how we want to achieve any specific objective that you have reeled out today is key. And like, I want to ask a straight question. If Ida is given an opportunity to become the president, you've talked about your raising funds. How? Because obviously, we have agreed with both of you that the present annual due is not enough. We talk about corporate. In every other organization or association that we are also, they talk about this corporate. But many organizations also, things are not as expected. So most times when you...
Please be audible, be audible. I'm not hearing you here, please. Sorry.
Okay. So is it better, sir?
Yeah, it's improved, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. So I actually, just like if I want to employ somebody like a marketer, I will tell him, how do you want to make a difference in my organization? How do you want to increase my revenue? How do you want to increase my margins? How? I really need two of you to kindly tell us how, because that is the only difference. The present leadership, they've tried their very best and they've done it. In fact, they've raised the bar. And we don't want to go back low from where we are presently. We want to increase the stake. So in case...
Lost your audio there. Okay, so let's give the opportunity now to... Okay, are you still speaking?
Give one example for I can
pick anything from this.
Yes. You can't be all the deals for the next exam. She paid. What made it possible? They have a robust system. That is, they have a software that has been installed, that has captured the proof registered. That is exactly one. I just gave you this tip. So when you want to tell us how again, you may not want to one or two other three ways you can. We are not going to put. We're going to give you feedback. I will share my own experience with you and how we can increase also. But please kindly tell us in your own way, because we want to give you this opportunity. Either way, so the two candidates, please. Thank you very much. How?
Thank you. So we'll give each of the candidates 2 minutes each to answer that question. So let me start with Dr. Boboye. Dr. Boboye, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Moderator. I hope you can hear me well.
Yes, loud and clear.
If you look at the last speaker, Mr. Oluremi, thank you very much. I will respectfully request the CILT Secretariat to please put properly on the platform my manifesto. On Pillar 4 is on which I presented digital transformation and member services. I spoke about digitization, and this has addressed the issue you are raising. I don't want to be repeating because I just have 2 minutes. I've spoken about portal funding, vendor deliverables that we complete and deploy CILT in Nigeria portal. I spoke about digitization there. And the KPI on that one is to have the portal adoption rate, online payment transaction, volumes, reduction in administrative processing time. Once you digitize everything you are doing, I think you are on course. And if you look at every pillars, all the pillars I raised, the KPIs are there, how to drive it is there, And that was why I was talking about for corporate support too. We must go and do what we call fine barra. My boss, my former boss, the first commercial used to call it, when we do that, we go around and do fine barra. We present our programs and we seek for the support of the corporate world. I said it, the annual dues cannot run the institute. But again, members must be ready to support me for us to increase the dues a little bit. And we need, if you want to achieve the goals, you need funding. So that is just it. So I don't want to repeat pillar 4 of my presentation. It has addressed your question. And I would plead with the secretary to please recirculate so that members can see all the 7 pillars and how to go about it. It's very detailed, but the support is let us launch out. Let us launch out to corporate world to get results. When we get the funds, we'll be able to execute our program, be able to host regional programs, be able to host continental programs, be able to even host some international programs. We should not be every time that we are all carrying ourselves outside the country. Let them also come to Nigeria and see what we are doing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Captain Tony, over to you now.
Yes. Good afternoon again. When I was talking about alternative funding in my last presentation, I made references to several points in alternative funding. This presentation is what I've done before. I'm only playing the second time, and it works like magic. I got a result, massive result, when I use it is in NIS. And I want to say it here now. I made mention there that I want to carry on the system of PPPP. And this is public-private participation. One thing I must do, I know I will do it well. I've done it before. I am not a grammar person, so I wouldn't want to polish plenty grammar on this. I believe in practical. I want to approach these people myself. I'm a humble man, I'm a jovial man. I'm not proud. I can enter anywhere and say, look, I need the private sector to secure partnership, to provide grants for research, training, and infrastructure development. If you meet my brothers in the creek, I wouldn't want too much on him. I say, gentlemen, I'm having a problem. Please come and give me a building. Come and give me a building for him, and they will do it. They will do it. If I meet anybody, because I know that this private sector is more richer than the government sector, not going to the master, going to the money, and using subscription from the members. I never touched the subscription of NIS. Throughout the time I stayed there, they were there. And so I did that perfectly well. You can check, the records are there. And I left a lot of money from there. I also made sure, because I know that I can approach them. I'm not going to stay in my office and start thinking of how to get the money, no? Because without money, you can't do anything there. Nothing you can do. Money comes first before anything. So I will do that. Again, I talk about consultancy services. Sometimes people look down on so many things. You don't even know that these things are viable. You do small training. Like sometimes when I won't give an example. When I was in NIS,
please round up now.
Okay, consultancy services. That's another point of raising money. We have other ways to get certification. We will do certification programs, do small program, and get certified, and then we collect money from there. But the major part of it is the private sector. The private sector has so much money to dish out. Richard, you are for Niger Data. Madam is for Niger Data. If we use our leg to go to any company and said, we are CIT persons, it's practical. I don't believe in theory talking, right? Mr. No. And we need you to give us so. And we train your people in the airstrip. We train them on airport operation. They will give you. But because they have what they call a corporate fund. That corporate fund is they use it. I don't know the reason they call it. They give it to people. we don't assess it. So, gentlemen, there are many ways we can do it. One of them is, major one is to, and then again, business. We have to introduce business. Business to CIT. Let's introduce business. And small politics. Let's push more, because Jamo got this into politics last time. Let's push more politics. Push more business. Then bring private sectors. These are the three things I can do. I will work there myself and request for it. I'm the president. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Tony. Usman Shuaibu, can you please go?
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, moderator. I would like to stand on the existing protocol, and I appreciate the two speakers for their presentation of their objectives for vying for the office. I have 3 questions to ask, which will be generic to the both candidates, respectively. The first question is, I would like you to share one distinguished activity that you have made an impact with in CILT throughout the journey of your career as from members maybe rising to fellow. That's one. Second, what type of, you also mentioned about membership drive and funds. So I want to ask, what new value proposition are you willing to bring to make the corporate, the private, and the individuals got you more money for CILT? In terms of, so I like the philosophy that the second speaker mentioned before, that he's going to ensure that I like the idea of we, so that it's more of teamwork and stronger together philosophy. So I'd like to hear from both speakers, what type of relationship would you bring to private sector, to government settings, and to the individuals? And my last questions, should any of your colleague emerge as the president, not you, would you be willing to support him? It is very important that we put the interests of the institute first before members. And lastly, I just want to draw our own attention that CILT is an apolitical organization. So please, we should emphasize the issue of politics, institutes, in line with the existing best practices. Now, I wish all of you all the best. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So we start with Captain Tony on these questions. Please, I will limit you to not more than 3 minutes. Captain Tony, you have the floor.
Yes, I didn't get most of what. Hello, I didn't get most of the things Shaibu mentioned. You know, I only pick a few, which I'm trying to put together. I had no politics. I also had activities that you have contributed to CIT system. But the second one, I didn't really pick that one, so I cannot talk on that. But if you wouldn't mind, repeat it. I want to take it down so that I can answer it.
Okay, so let's quickly take the questions again.
Okay, the last question I ask is, if your colleague emerged, not you, would you be willing to support him? That is the last question. The other 2 you have already summarized. Thank you.
Okay. Now, going to the first question, my activities in CIT. I will start from new generation, next generation, which you were there at that time. Shaibu, I'm happy you are still there. That's how I met you. I stood for you people a lot. At the point, people gave me, some of your people gave me friend of next gen. That's a contribution. That people gave to me stand for the fact that I used to contribute much beyond what I used to do to others. 2, Willers. I've been with Leader Willard. Every other AGM, I am always there. I must support. I also send some fund to support them when you need that. And they also invite me, and they give me good drink. I will not stop. I will not lie. And I enjoy them too. They are good people. Then 3, I stood firmly behind Jibrin. And I stood and said, Calabar branch must be open. We did it, we discussed it. Then Calabar branch was open under my time. And that was during the COVID-19. And I went there with my money. I flew there with my money. It's there. It's there. They only gave money. I don't know whether they gave money to Abam, but I flew from Delta to Lagos and flew from there to Calabar. Calabar people gave me accommodation. They gave me a hotel, and I flew myself back. Those are contributions on the Calabar. So I opened up Calabar branch. But I'm happy Calabar branch is doing very, very well. I'm always proud of Calabar branch. My branch, Warri, I did everything, both training, both buildings, both accommodation, both chair, everything I gave to them. I provided with my money. I didn't ask for any money from anybody. They used my place for 2 years, 3 years before they eventually got a place. The only place I couldn't attend to, which somebody used against me, was Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, at the time I wanted to go to Port Harcourt, I was during COVID, and COVID cut short of me. And the able to till I left. COVID was there, and I got to travel again. Then going back to MBT, Captain
Please round up, Captain Tony.
Requested.
Please round up now.
No, okay, maybe I can round. Okay, let me take it one after the other. I also helped in processing accreditation for MBT. I took the people to Lagos, and I took them around all the places, and for the accreditation of it. And I'm still on it. It's a few things to do for you to finish it. I know what to do. Demonstration, I was with Jabri when they were doing all this, and I was also contributing. I was also discussing with him. We're talking, sharing mind on that. Then politics. Politics, in the short, that I didn't mean politics to start doing politics of being partisan politics. No, politics in the sense that when you want to, Shaibu, you know me very well. We did a lot of movement. Is to go to the people, the power that be, which me and you have done. We know them. You know that yourself. You won't deny that. We've gone to places. I still have those contacts. I still go to them when I go to Abuja. For the domestication, I will use politics there. Not that I say we want to put policies, we want to use it to get the domestication. I don't want to announce, I don't want to say how we get it, but I've already started the process. Then if I lose genuinely, without this kind of intimidations, I will embrace peace and remain. But if I lose with intimidation, fraudulent approach, and I find that I lose with that time, gentlemen, I will throw in the towel. There's time to start and the time to stop. The man was born and it's time to die. So I don't believe that I should be intimidated the way I'm intimidated. I'm trying, just now, my presentation, I was careful with it. I didn't expand anything because if I expand this thing, they will disqualify me, which I know that's coming up. That's the next thing I worship for.
Thank you.
Before
Thank
that
you,
will happen,
Captain
I will leave.
Tony.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Captain Tony. All right, Dr. Buboyi, I come to you now. Dr. Buboyi.
Yeah, I can hear you, please.
Thank you.
A minute. Can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear.
Okay. The impact. In my presentation, I spoke about the contributions I made in respect of support to CILT. I've been involved, like I told you, I became a member of CILT in 1999, and I became a fellow from London in 2011. And the impact, when I was the chairman of the National Nigerian Road Safety Strategy, I made sure that CILT is a member of the council. This is the document. Page 83. Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport is a member of the National Road Safety Council, headed by the vice president. During the inauguration, the president of CILT, then the then president, attended. And this is the current strategy document, 2021 to 2030. CILT is a member of the council on the Nigerian Road Safety Strategy, chaired by the vice president, who is the chairman of the council. So this is the highest in the country when you have this. This is a global document. And Nigeria is among the first 20 countries that produce their strategy documents. And Nigeria was the first country in Africa. That's number one. Then number two, in my presentation, I mentioned that during the recruitment, during the training of our cadet officers are graduates, 1,400 in 2015, 2016 were enrolled as members of CILT. The CILT team came from Lagos to enroll them and carried out training. And by the time they were passing out, the passing out program, they were inducted as members of the appropriate grade then. This is a landmark, but I don't know what went wrong that CILT could not sustain this for subsequent recruitment. But if I come on board, I will make sure that, like I said earlier on, not only FRSC, the School of Transport, Nigerian Army School of Supply and Transport, the College of Logistics of all the 3 arms of the military, then the VIOs too, I will make sure that all these relevant schools, their members, we catch them from their schools, and I will give them the appropriate grades they belongs to. Then on membership, again, innovation, how to do this. I've explained this during my presentation. The private sector, the public sector, and the individuals. We have to identify some individuals that are blessed by God, and we approach them. And don't be surprised, some individuals, they may just slap us with 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. Some corporate bodies, we said, okay, we have MOU with them for the next 2 to 3 years. CILT will be supporting you under our corporate social responsibility. Then, but the public sector presently, let's be frank, they are broke, they don't have money. They have not received overhead for 4 months. Somebody has not received running costs for 4 months, want him to come and support you. Foul. They will not give you. So, but let's focus on individuals that are blessed by God and the corporate and private sector, where we identify them, and a lot of our members are working there. That is why I said a tree cannot make a forest. I can't do it alone. We identify those who are there, and I will go to them. I said, you are a member. I want to see your boss. And if you are the boss, I will lock the door.
And go to the next question.
I will lock the door and say, support your institute. And will not live there. All of us must get results. Please, let us team up. This institute must progress. This institute must not fail. We need funding to achieve all these programs. Thank you.
That is the last question around, if you lose in this election, will you be supporting the candidate that wins? You've not answered that. No, Dr. Oboye, can you hear me?
Excuse me, please, Mr. Moderator. Just 1
Okay,
minute.
so I said,
I'm sorry to bring you back.
I said the third question.
This is not a matter of life and death. It's a privilege for me. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry. That's what I want to address. The third one, these are presidential debates, election to be president of CILT is not a matter of life and death. If my opponent wins, I will call him. I will tell him I will come to Warri. If I win, I will invite him to Abuja, and we talk. It's not a matter of like, we must just, people must contest for positions, and whoever wins, you rally run, and we move on. I will offer more advice. I will give him, if he wins, I will give him my manifesto. I said, look, when you are ready, if you want my further action, I will support you. And if you win, some of the areas he's talking about, I will call him. I said, Captain, Doctor, both of us are PhD. All these areas you said you can raise funds for the institute, not for Boboe. Can we work together? And I follow you, and we go together and talk to them, and you assist us to raise funds. And it will be publicly recognized by the institute. So he's my brother. I'm his brother. So we work together. Anybody that wins, life goes on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we have the last hand up now. Mr. Success, you have the floor right now. Success, you can unmute and speak.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Good evening, everyone. And thank you very much for this opportunity to ask my question. I'm Success Benson by name. This question actually is to all the both contestants. My first question is regarding the vision of CILT Next Generation. Please, if elected, how do you plan to move CILT Next Generation to the next level in terms of visibility, impact, and opportunities for young professionals and students across the nation? My second question is thus, relating to capacity building and opportunities. What specific strategy would you implement to ensure that CILT Next Generation members gain access to mentorship, internship, and career development opportunities, both locally and internationally. Lastly, is regarding securing scholarship for outstanding students. What plans do you have to engage with government agencies or corporate organizations and international partners to secure scholarships and educational support for outstanding logistic and transport students from schools around the nation? These are my 3 questions, to the both contestants. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So just to note that this is the last questions we'll be able to take this evening. So Dr. Boboye, let me give you the chance to answer first, and then Captain will come after you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yesterday, I was privileged to be online to see the debates by the younger ones, and I was highly impressed with their contribution when they were making presentation in respect of the issue of technology. I was really taught they were talking on the future of logistics and that it lies point technological innovation. I saw the PowerPoints. I saw the core presentation, raw presentations of these younger ones. And I'm fully convinced that there's future, there's hope for this country. And these are the people that will take over after us. I'm over 60 presently. Those are younger ones. So we must start. It's not a favor. CILT must have a deliberate program now being done already on this next gen. Those are next gen is next generation. We must have a more deliberate programs to mentor them. I will be the chief mentor. I will mentor them. We encourage members to mentor them. We must have deliberate programs. It's included in the CILT programs. It's not on the surface. It's deep inside it. And on the issue of access to mentorship, we need to do more. I agree. More to be done from what is being done now, so that will encourage more younger ones to join, to participate in CILT. Then on the issue of scholarships, local, national, international. First, we have relationship with CILT International. We have good relationship. We now establish a working link with them on how some of these scholarships on logistics and transport, our younger ones, the next gen, can be beneficiaries. And again, for the country, I've seen a lot of scholarship programs by the Federal Scholarship Board, by the LNNG, by NNPC, all the scholarship, the Commonwealth. And some of these courses are also in transport and logistics. So that means we need to have a real database of all these. As they are coming out, we encourage all of them to apply. And let me be frank with you, when it comes to probability and compatibility, if 10 of our next gen applies, I can assure you that at least one will make it, once they can satisfy the requirements. So that means we encourage them. We'll be on the lookout for all this. I see them regularly. So we come on board, we encourage them, and we talk about that. When we now go for international conferences, we start talking to them. We start talking to the regional EUs, the presidents, and all those concerned on how they can support our younger ones to seek for scholarship. And then we move on. These are the things, the key issue, networking. I repeat, networking. For the third time, on the issue of scholarship, is networking. That is the solution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Boboye. I come to you, Captain Tony Onoaru. Please go ahead.
Yes, it seems it made me to laugh a little bit, Richard. You pronounced the name well this time. Thank you very much for that. Well, like I said, my presentation, that we must invest in the next generation. I mean, we must invest on them. We must equip our boys, universities, more teachers, but they are the ones that have the skill. They will take out from us tomorrow. That is why I will replicate my successful mentorship and retain the programs which I did for the past ones from my academy. I can tell you, I can knock my chest here. The people that I've put on the ship, on the vessels, to this minute, there are more than 5,000. Not only CIT people, but other persons. I created a policy which I use with NIMASA's name. NIMASA people are here. Any vessel I do that I carry on solvent, I request the owner to take two cadets from me, and they do it. NIMASA send, I also send. I don't collect money from them. You can ask most of my mentees, I send cash to them sometimes. I assist anywhere I see them, I hug them. Jafar there know that himself. I will repeat that again. These children are my children. I'm a free human being, so I will do whatever I can do to anybody. I don't care where you're from, whether you're from Nigeria, from here, they are my friends. So I will repeat that. The history is there. You can ask people that they will know that I've done it before. And that was that they gave me mentor. They gave me a best mentor, what they call a mentor in their last day. So I will do that again. I'm not a theoretical person, I'm a practical person. That's one. Then going for that to the network capacity scholarship, where of course, you know, like when I went to, I give an example again, I will talk an example. When I attended the Wheelers meeting, I promised that they should give me some people, some brilliant ones that I can train. When the body show up from, I say, send it to me. And I will train them for free scholarship. I have a school, I have a program recognized by everybody in this country, MBT, NIMASA. I will train free. I can take 5. I can take 5 every year, 4 every year. The only just do, I do it here too with many people. I do it every time for my school. I train 5, 6 people. Because if we don't train them, who will take over from us? I'm no more selling again, for example, now. If we don't train people, the industry would have collapsed by now. So I train people every day. So for that scholarship, I can knock my chest that I will do something about it. I also have international contact nations. I represented in 89 countries of this world. I represent them as an arrow, as a rep. I can make a call. I survey throughout the country. We represent Liberia. I represent Venezuela. I can make a call. A call can make difference. So my boys are in Abu Dhabi. I have to about 3-4 days I set Abu Dhabi, and they were doing well. So I will still do the same thing. For scholarship, we're going to work on it. And then again, I go to school to deliver lectures. I went to the University of Lagos, you know, in Lagos here, last year. And they came and I delivered a lecture for them. I gave them career opportunity, what they should do to become who I am today. I am a seaman, I'm a bloody seaman, but today I'm here as a doctor. I spent most of my time going to the university. I went to Futo. From Futo, I went to the University of Port Harcourt. I went to Onro, my time academy. I passed to PGD there. And I joined the institute in 1991. And then I was on the creek. I was on the trench. I wasn't participating much. And I now opened up Warrior office myself during Bob Manuel. And that was where I got my fellow in 2026. In 2016, they gave me fellow after charter. So I can do all these things. I've done it before at our time, and I can repeat that. I have a school that I can use to help to also. You don't need to pay me money, provide feed yourself. How much will you pay me that will give me happiness? No, nothing. Because I know that I can always get money to other places. So these students are my children. I have more than 5,000 there now. They are my children. Nautical science, marine engineering, I train for free. And I put them on board for free. I'll be doing it. Go and ask most of them there. So that's not a problem. That's the problem. That's chicken problem. This generation are my children. They are my friends. I play with them a lot. So don't have problem with that, Richard. We'll do that one for them and they'll be happy. But the only challenge is that if I am not there, how will I help them? If I'm not there. The people and most of my boys, most of this new generation are still with me till now. How will I help them? That is my problem. And if I'm happy, I can support my fellow contestant if it is free and fair. You know, where there's no intimidation, no nothing from today onwards. And they make it clear to us that okay, like I like this debate is very interesting. He talks very well. I will still call him if I become the president, and we'll work. He's more or less in the government sector, and I'm on the private sector. We can collaborate together to make it. But let this election be free, and fair. That's my stand. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Tony. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. So, in closing, I would like to give 2 minutes at most to the presidential candidates in case you have anything you want to say in closing. So, Dr. Boboye Oyeyemi, you have 2 minutes, just in case you have any other thing you have not said, just in 2 minutes.
Please, I have a question.
I'm sorry, you didn't raise up your hand, and we're already closing. Please, let's follow the guidance. We have time for people to raise up their hands, and you never did. Dr. Boboye, in closing, 2 minutes.
The moderator.
Dr. Boboye, are you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear.
The moderator and all the members of CILT, and let me say thank you for this wonderful period, and with a serene atmosphere and everything. One or two things I forgot to say that, well, I'm also involved in the planning of the annual conference. And like the president gave me an award last year, I was at ABC Transport in Abuja for 3 hours waiting for the luggage of the institute. And I've sacrificed so much for the institute. I don't look at my level to get things done. I go to the lowest level. I went to the park 10 p.m. By 12 midnight, I was back there till 3 o'clock. Before Reynold is online here. Reynold came and Adekunle came to my house at 20 minutes to 4 to come and collect after I've collected all those things. I make a lot of sacrifices for the institute. Not only this institute alone, where I belong to, I make my presence felt. I make my presence felt. So this is not an exemption. And for the next gen, we sit down with them on what they want to do, what they want from us. With Willard is already on the board, on the council. I will sit down with them. My question to our beautiful women would be, how do we improve on the activities of the institute? The Willard must be, like I said, before you are a Willard, you must be a member of the institute. I will sit down with them and we chat apart. And recently, also about 3 weeks ago, we signed MOU with BPP. Has to do with capacity building. Most of these things, certainly a lot of them, when I was in government, they were there too. And some of them were in the villa. We use them to get some of things done. But the fundamental I want to plead with everybody listening is this. The first fundamental should be Project 2027. Let us work towards the legislative backing for CILT. That is the tool we need to get most of these things done. You can't go to council on establishment and be talking about certification recognition without having a legal backing. Legislative backing. Let us, 10 seconds, please. Let us work on Project 2020. Let us rise, redraft the bill, go and present it and lobby. Even in developed countries, lobbying is legalized. Let us lobby and get this thing done within the next 2 years. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for your love. Thanks for your kindness. Thanks for everything. May God bless you.
Amen. Thank you very much. So, Captain Tony, yes. Your last words this evening in 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. This is becoming so interesting anyway. I want to say one or two things, just few things, and I'm done for today. Just like I said, I'm not an orator. I'm the honorary bloody seaman who drives ships. So just lucky I got a PhD. That's why I look different. Most of us are seamen. Little things we do on board the ship is just use of English. I don't have a lot of grammatical expression in my mouth. But what I will do is this. I will do something that I think everybody will clap their hand. I will work first on that domestication. Number 10, I will do when I get to power, I will repeat it. I've done in NIS before. I will change that office. Money or no money in that office, I will change it. I will do all the repair first 1 week of my being a president, I will remove all the chairs, first 1 month. I remove all the chairs, all the furniture, give facelift, and get that place working. I will go to Abuja and open Abuja office, use my money. I'm not going to take money from anybody. The money, I will tell the people that are working with me, I will drop the amount of money to them. You go and repair the place. Abuja, they said I will pay it and repair the place, give it a fate. I might even get a building before the end of first tenure. A building in Abuja or Lagos. That is one. Then Willard, I will repair, get them fate. We should be able to work with our office and it has a cozy environment, which I done. I got a duplex for NIS, and when I got there the first 1 month, I will do that. Then again, another thing I want to do, which I did not mention before, is that many members have left. My administration will bring all the stakeholders back, because I know so many of them who are angry and they left. They left to CILT. I've been calling them for some time now. Gentlemen, you have to come back. I will do that. I will call people that have left that are angry. I will beg them. We have to build that place together. That place is one of the best places you can take of, best bodies. Like I said, the blood of CIT my vein is full of blood of CIT for many years. So I think we don't have any problem. If I become the president, I will shock many people. People underestimated me all the time. When I was going for head of Urobo, like Organize, they said, don't mind these stupid boys, small boys, man. I got the job. When I was going for NIS, the same thing, don't people undermine me. I got the job. MBT, I got all the 12 courses I applied for. The way you approach things and you get it done, I will do it. Whatever I say here, mark it down. If I don't do it, and I'm a president, just call me to one. And I'm going to work with all the people in that committee. I will not both Willard, both I want to work with the committee, because one hand cannot remove lives from the head. We have to work with them, the road mode. I will tell them, give me your problem. We'll solve them. Money will not be the problem. Money will not be the problem. So I'm sure I will do the best I can if I'm elected as a president. Then apart from that, I want to thank everybody today that has take time and left what they are doing, and they came here and they asked questions. I'm happy. Today, I'm very happy because I never knew I would be happy today, because I've been so worried, sleepless and all that because of what I'm seeing on social media. But today, all these things have gone. They have gone. I'm ready to give myself to serve. If I didn't win it, I will help Boboye to rule the system. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Quite impressive. And thanks to two presidential candidates. So just to round up now, I will be calling on Mr. Abubakar Salisu to give the closing remarks. Mr. Abubakar Salisu, you have the floor now.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. My name is Abubakar Salisu, FCILT. On behalf of the Electoral Committee, I wish to sincerely thank all our presidential candidates for their insightful presentation today. Your commitment and vision has enriched the engagement, and we truly appreciate the clarity you have brought to your aspirations. To our esteemed members, we also thank you for your active participation. I would like to take this moment to remind you about the voting process. Registration has been very encouraging so far, and we urge those who have not yet registered to kindly do so, as registration is a prerequisite for voting. Once registration is complete, you will receive an SMS or email notification confirming your eligibility. Accreditation for voting will officially open on the portal on the 17th of September. We encourage every member to take part in the important process, as your voice and choice matter, shaping the future leadership of our association. Thank you once again, and let us look forward to a smooth and successful election. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Abubakar Salisu. Just before we go, I'd like to mention again that on Wednesday, 17th September at 5:30 p.m., we'll be hosting another webinar just to take people through the voting process, all that you need to know in practical terms. Please, let's do well to inform our members, publicize it. We'll be sending out some flyers in a few days. before that time. So please, let's make a wide publicity and let's get people to attend. It's a nice attendance this evening. We have 86 people on the call. We would like to have more because our voters list is more than that. Please, let's look forward to that time. We will be starting exactly 5:30 p.m. Because of the timing, and we know that is a work day. Please, let's look forward to do that day and time. Thank you very much for your attention and your patience. Let's have a beautiful rest of the day. Thank you, everyone, and good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.